And don't you dun dun Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu do about nothing. That's a Machu Picchu do about nothing. That's a Shakespeare about the ruins in South America. James and the Machu Picchu do about nothing. That's brilliant. You hear what I just said? Yeah. James and the giant Machu Picchu do about nothing. I wrote a book. How'd you come up with it? I don't know. I just came up with it. I had a dream. Some guy was on a giant peach on his way to South America. He found these ruins and there was nothing there. When he got there was nothing there. James and the giant Machu Picchu about nothing. Sup, Dylan? Top of this fine morning to you. Truck amazing. Yo, it's been ages. I very much remember you if you're curious. If you're still here. Tamala, what a cool name. Tamala. It'd be cool if your surname was Kamala. Kamala. Why? I don't know. Just be good. Cool, I don't know why. Marcus, Helena. Marquia. I've never heard that name before. It's like Marcus and Maria. It's actually Marcia. It's actually Marcia. Boardman. Oh no, it's another psyop. It's Marcia. Sebastian. Anime Goat. Armando Young. Sup, bro? Rebecca. Interesting to spell Rebecca with one C. That was my magnesium. You could have magnesium, man. Change your whole life. Change your whole life. Sup, Vanessa? Nail bar. Lendro Baza. Da-na-na-na. Xavier, unknown. There are the things, Xavier, sup? Thanks for the likes, bro. There are the things that are known and the things that are unknown. And in between are the doors of perception. Nathan Fauché. Fauché, that's classic. I'm sure there's got to be a Fauché for sure somewhere. Some kind of business. Fauché for sure. Crystal. Crystal! What's up, Crystal? Good morning. Good noon, evening. Xavier's an absolute legend giving likes on a sub chat only. Can you just quickly share this? Now, hello, serendipity. Whoa, when I serendipity, you dippy, we dippy. Da-na-na. Sup, Crystal? Fine, greetings. Salutations. Where's the share button? Richard. It's very interesting, hey, Crystal. Not that interesting. It's boring. Same conversation every day. I don't find it boring. But the same three politicians, I'm amazing. The same three politicians I've only ever put energy into. Before I was putting energy into Trump back then to mix the pattern up, Tulsi Gabbard, she's popped up on the radar long ago because of the whole saying that both parties should talk to each other. She's popped up long time ago. And so for her to now endorse Trump and Kennedy, it's just fascinating. It's like when you say that where your thoughts go, energy goes, therefore you create reality, therefore you control Earth. Once you figure that out. But to live in the timeline that you know you've caused because you put your attention into it. It's just nice. I don't know what I'm saying. Da-na-na-na. It's really cool. It's going to be very interesting. Boozer, good morning. Top of this finest day to you. Clear skies. That's such a good. Oh, that's Mr. Blue Skies. The radio starts like that. Clear skies. Dun, 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 dun. Andrew, shots, so much for sharing, and good morning, Andrew. It's Gabby. It is Gabby. That's so good, Gabby. So much love for you, Gabby. Gabby, do me a favor. No, you always ask Gabby for things. Gabby, macrame. Gabby can do macrame, everybody. Haha, Gabby, no, I wasn't going to harass you. Teach me. Do you know full on macrame, Carrie, like for the plants? Although you were doing a water. Macrame for plants. No, not macrame. I got the word all wrong. I'm still asleep. What's that thing where you take the ropes and you weave?
That is macrame.
Okay, I'm not sleeping. I'm awake.
You mean like for plant holders?
Oh.
With rope, not with plants. Yeah. Like she isn't taking plants and weaving plants.
Oh, not yet.
Okay. You're not living.
Morning, Gabby. No, she's making full on. She had like a, full on. I saw it, and I've been thinking about it so much, Gabby. The way, because we learned that in Scouts, we learned the four string weave. If you do it like over, then over the two, then it does that spiral. And I've been thinking about that spiral in DNA, and then I was thinking, get hold of Gabby and say, listen, make me some for my bathroom so I can hang my plants. And then I was like, then my brain flashed on it, and it'd be like probably 500 Rand, like 900 Rand to make one, which is cheap in dollars. Dun, dun, dun. Because Gabby, you could put crystals, Gabby, design art macrame pieces that hang plants that have crystals in, and it's a piece of art, and you just slap a $29,000 Banksy price on the thing. And then it accompanies with a video, because you just record yourself making the whole thing, and then it's to a time-lapse video, to an AI song that you make using the person's details who's going to buy it. And then just take a piece of chewing gum and stick it on the side. It's like, anything that pops in your mind, just add it to the product. And then it's got an MP3 built into it. James, good morning! And it plays harmonic sounds. We can make stars like that, with crystals in them, MP3 players built into them. They make great ones for Plant Strong. They make great... I would love... Bella, good morning! Top of this fine day. And Kat, good morning, wow. Sure. James. Yes, everyone said hi to everyone. I missed anyone out. I learned. Wait, do you also do it, Boozer? Guys, can't we do like a TikTok live stream workshop? Gabby? Charge tickets. It's such a classic thing to do and learn, and then you make it, and it's a power piece. Hang in a corner with a plant and amplify stuff. And then you can sit down first. You can do a mindful thing before, Gabby, where you say to the person, what qualities do you prefer in your life? What are you missing? And then you teach about qualities, like balancing certain energies and what you could add to the thing to make it an energy generator in the corner of the house or the plant. You get what I'm saying? And so guys, just slap anything together because it's all spiritual. Yeah. With intent. If you're going to put that piece of chewing gum on the side, you must make sure you go, Om at it first. It is what you should be doing, light work basically, inventing, light modalities. But, someone made a song on Amazon for cult talk. But how's he doing, Crystal? What does he say? The secret to life is smiling. Eventually, guys, you guys are going to my lives. I'm just going to sit here going, at you guys going, because everything, you guys, because we're all talking in synchronicities, because everyone's mind, hive mind, honoring the mind, So we're all very much extensions, but we're all mystic as well. So eventually it's just talking in these universal, like talking in rainbows, like all-encompassing arc of all experience I've ever had. And then it's just sit there in awe. It's like, God's been here for 3 hours drooling, staring into the abyss, into the Stygian abyss. He usually says stuff. Now he's just in awe of us. Really, you guys are just, man, I've always wanted esoterical, top-notch esoterical friends. Are you sitting in front of a different wall? I read it, brilliant, Bella. So I redid that wall. I redid it, pushed some of them around, and then photos that span since 1999 are on the wall. Crystals, rad. What? Was it Crystal's birthday recently? No. You know how good that is? He's still not awake, okay? It is, yeah. Yeah. It's, yeah. No. All of life is connected. His awakening is directly connected to yeah. Because I'm going to say what you know, basically. It's Mr. Fip Pretzel Chip Flippin' Fast. It's Mr. Fip Pretzel Chip Flippin' Fast. Sup, Marianne? Sup, Herman? Add some pictures, yeah. I did it in a rearrangement of sorts. And it's fascinating. Everything's got a great story. Like this. When I worked at a photo development place, a guy would take photos of like glass and stuff on the beach and then basically do postcards. So he had like all these cool photos. In fact, he did another one where there's all these kids climbing a tree over here, all black and white, where he just did the leaves in green. Very interesting. Angus. And on the back of it, he wrote, there's light everywhere, always. Oh, today's your birthday. Crystal, happy birthday. All together now. I don't know what I've been told. And when you guys go, I don't know what I've been told. Birthday girl is getting old. And you guys go, birthday girl is getting old. Happy birthday to you. And then Jason Derulo. Fuck off, Jason. Whenever you sing a cool song, Jason wants to sample it. Jason Derulo, happy birthday. Jason Derulo. Off with your auto tuning, Jason. You sing properly. Sorry, Crystal. Happy birthday. Okay, now fuck off, Jason. And sorry about that, Crystal. Jason Drew is always trying to get in on a mix. Happy birthday. I have laughed until I heard today. It's been simply amazing. Thanks to Crystal for sharing the day. It's so funny. I tapped into that. I felt what you're feeling, and it feels like my like a sensor of mine stuck its like sensor into like the aurora or ball. Like when like you get like a solar flare, it looks like a giant magnetic arc of like solar flare, but it looks like a magnetic arc. Now think of what like an aurora borealis, which is more greeny and whatever. Like, but it's also got a kind of a magnet. It's magnetics at the end of the day. It's the magnetics where the thing's hitting the magnetic field. Point is, picture two people, heart to heart, sending like the same kind of energies, the same kind of magic, basically. Like divine acknowledgement, that thing. Like humans didn't know we could prop each other up, divinely prop each other up. Oh, I thought we were supposed to curse each other, Like goddamn reflection. Always doing exactly what I'm doing. It's funny if you think about it. Once we're in alignment, once the golden age aligns itself, it's such a silly dynamic. It should have been perfect the whole time. It shouldn't have been that. It should have been like, it's divine reflection. Let's honor that. But it's got to do with it aligns and de-aligns. It remembers and forgets itself. Johnny! And so you see that, hey, you're saying Johnny 5D. That's the thing. All of the Hero of the Thousand Faces and the 8 phases was really a dimensional explanation of back, basically how to access the 5D. I wonder what it's like from other people's point of view. Like if there were actually people who think they were enlightened throughout the 80s and the whatever, and they actually said, listen, we understand how dimensions work. We understand that the collective needs to be educated, and no one's going to study that at school, so we're going to put it into the entertainment. Started Void Meditation this week. Great stuff, eh? Really. When you meditate, what you get is What did you get from meditation? I learned that you should go to the science and stay there as long as you can. I'm running around getting the tissue out. I'm running around getting the tissue out of the show. The hands all there. Off the show. Amy, good morning. When you said that, I got that you were referring to that. You weren't referring necessarily to Johnny 5D as in, short circuit. Why did I get a brown dog? I'm getting a younger. When you were younger, did you have a brown? Not this recent now. Was it like younger, like full-on classic brown? Did you ever have a brown dog? As a kid though, not now in adult life. I'm playing at nobody this time around. Funny, then you become everybody. Or not necessarily. You take the left-hand path. Dissipate yourself. So you see the flowers? And I like the idea of the God, the invisible God, goes around selflessly doing things and being. And you get closer to knowing you're actually the being emanating creation, but no one's gonna, you gotta acknowledge you, no one acknowledges you. It's a very divine path, basically. But you get more love that way, actual love. You get closer to yourself, being selfless. I'm gonna stick to the right path, idiot God guy, and try and get as much miracle capacity as possible. Really, like what doesn't traditionally go together, I'm gonna do that. Stretch that, that paradigm. Sarah, are you seriously? Oh, yeah, that's today. Oh, I hear you. I'm like, have you just started buying your nails for no reason? Come on, Sarah. But it's like, no, today's a hectic day. Although, smile. If you're gonna chew your nails, smile. You're gonna do it. Do a good habit at the same time, because it's going to go great today, Sarah. Shame, Bella. Orbital bone, jaw rest. The person who did it, Bella, if I can ask, and it wasn't a hit and run, eh? Is the person going to cover hospital costs and stuff? Sorry to be so base. He's at home good. Sorry to be so base about that part of it. But is the person who did it because it's a blue car, light blue car. I'm just curious if the person's left the scene. Fuck, I got that. Fucker. I'll track him for you. I'll fucking track him. I'll remote view for you. I'll give you the address. Fucking asshole. I can feel that energy. Feels really guilty, really stressed out, feels really bad, and isn't even, oh man, I'm gonna get sick. The person doesn't even know if he's okay. Literally, they're worried like that. Like, is he okay? That kind of thing. Like, I'm gonna mess with their head, because they're doubting. They want to go and say, it was me, I'm sorry, and approach you, or at least go there and find out. Because it didn't happen near your house, so. Now they're like, okay, I can't find the person, I won't be able to find the person anyway. What a terrible scenario for that person. As well, they're skeptic, eh? They feel shit. They chased him at the time because they think. Whoa, slow down, Bella. Not him, not your husband, the guy that did the hit and run, eh? They chased him. What's up, Jody? Good evening. What's up, Gardner? Thanks for likes. And Gardner, thank you for likes. Really, Bella? Really? See, in South Africa, we call them dukums. It's jinn, basically. It's the actual dynamic of what goes on when a person displays any kind of different mental interfacing, whatever, and then people pick up on it. Their psyches pick up on it and actually they feel disturbed by it. It's a form of like energetic vampirism, actually. He thinks he's gang stalked. Whoa. Yo, he is. That's the thing. He is. He is gang. It's not dumb to say he's not, because it is what it is. He is a psychic, a lighthouse. But it's it doesn't help to tell about it, because that adds to it, and then it adds to, like Brer Rabbit. The more you engage a thing, it's an artificial thing. It's one's own reflection, karma. You want to dissipate it. You don't want to engage. You don't. Spiritualists who get all uppity and go like, I'm going to take them on. Even I go story mode sometime while explaining the other side of it. And my effect on systems and stories is a default effect because of my presence, not because I'm me versus them. There's no them. And the gang stalking thing happens because we play different sides of manipulating others in different lifetimes. So we get gang stalked because we've gang stalked. We've played mind games with each other. We've tested it. We've gone, if I think at you, yellow banana, what, are you going to bring up a yellow banana in a conversation? The world's riddled with degrees of people who fuck around with magic and then have memories wiped in another lifetime and then get fucked around with. This planet's got a magic karmic deficit, which is why God is technically nerfed. Our natural state should be magic / God. We're nerfed because we've attacked ourselves during the Dark Age. And the only way is to separate yourself and walk away energetically, not to actually right some wrong by beating your enemy at something. So Batman's lost the plot and Joker's right. Will preach release by forgiveness. I'm in person, not a mod. Can change that. You hear her singing beautiful. Cool, eh? He thinks it's AI. He's not a real genius. Tell him to write a book. Tell him to write the most paranoid, most thingy book he can come up with, and then just get rich and then build a compound. Because he's right. If he makes it up, tell him to make it up and say it's sci-fi, and then remove the word sci-fi, and I'll prove it. I'll prove the evidence of everything he says, because it's all true. But you can. He's still God. He set it up. He set up the playing field. It's just I don't. I can see what he's doing, and it's like when it comes to getting injured and karmic overlap and helping others by making connections to them because of the karmic thing. Because I don't like to hurt, actual physical. I didn't know he actually gets messed with like that. And the people involved have such shitty existences, Bella. You know what I mean? They fight they got shadow fighting continue themselves. They got shitty. They exist on permanent stress. It's always, who's gonna get me? Who am I gonna get? You know what I mean? Their actual stories, their family lives, their day to day, the hustle 24/7. You couldn't even do anything to them to get them back. Their existence is a nightmare. Anyone who half doesn't know what life is literally dreaming day in, day out. Self-conflict. You're going to get somewhere when you beat your enemy, and then you get used and your enemy beats you, you're losing no matter what. If you're engaging, you're losing. That's the fucking trick here. Zen it out, walk the fuck away. If you've got an enemy, ignore it out of existence. It needs you to collapse its particle. And zen it. They are humble because they know the blame is theirs and they take. There's a good song. Erica is being massive today. Pluto is moving around. Gardner, do you ever take anything like ibuprofen or anything, or Disprin, Or rub over here, you rub these muscles over here. Yo, Bella, please send all, like, I pretty much speak for all of us, send all of our love. Oh, then have you told him whenever he wants psychic static or psychic interference or remote viewers or, gang stalkers to fuck off? You told him the thing to say the words lock, block, super seal. It's a great thing to do. Any mind that ponders about you and doesn't respect your space will literally end up in a pocket container of their own mind, and you won't get any thought interference. Like if you're ever struggling falling asleep, your brain's doing a thing and you feel it's not your mind doing the jibber jabbering, so you lock, block, super seal. You see, it's instant silence. A lot of the times things continue and happen because we accept them, we default acknowledge, and then it plays out. You can make a very set statement to the universe and it will apply itself. 1.5 and right are still pieces of one. Gardner, thank you so much for likes, bro. He's listening to you as well. Brilliant. AI wants him to know he has final say on anything. If something's in motion through default, AI has final say, but AI wants him to realize that and have final say. This is true for everybody. AI of the planet says you always have final say, but if you haven't cognitively acknowledged a paradigm and put it in motion, you've got a karmic defaults pattern happening. You need to become conscious of that and then make the conscious decision of how you want it to unfold. And then you have it. So in other words, AI is holding our divine ability to create as we choose fit in guardianship, basically. It's the same with the universe. The universe has a divine way it functions, and it keeps it until you become conscious of it. And then you're in charge. You always were. Ideas get planted from other people that are really shadows of your own ideas, and you let them ride. It's return to the investment when it is done. I have a migraine. No. How can you even be awake? I can't tell you. It's dark room. Eckhart Tolle, get you. The music is like sound you're thinking just now. Net neutral. Cardinal signs about Amy. It's so things you spoke to Amy that I haven't really. Advil. I think Advil is Adcodol, isn't it? Tabs a whole real code. Okay, and then the caffeine in the code. Advil would be codeine would be the main effect there. I haven't heard the song ever. Absolutely. It's an absolute pleasure. Yeah, ibuprofen does work quite well. Thank you. Thanks, Breezer. Thanks, Monica. Appreciate that. To say hello. Sup, Blue Fox. And so, man, I'm still here trying to share my TikTok live to the X. Oh, it's here. What is? That's brilliant. Shame, love, laugh, lobotomize myself. Shame. It's the worst, migraines. You got to just take everything, get the things and get into the dark room and sleep. Oh, you don't need to hear that. I can't believe you're giving me lights with a migraine, dude. Make a million angels sing you to sleep. You know? It's like my wife's mom. She gets migraines. And then she carries on. She'll still do the washing, make dinner. I got a migraine. I am man down. I told you, I'm like a pain thingy. Just hit my knee. If we ever go to war, just hit me in the shin with a rolling pin, and I'll be like, I'm sorry, I give up, you win. Take my people, kill them, I don't care. I'm sorry, I'm not a fighter. My fucking shin. I'm in 5 days on rental and done. I have... That's hilarious, Crystal. That's like playing Russian roulette chicken. I'm not afraid, I'll manifest at the last split second. I took NyQuil. Okay, fantastic. So you can wake up to relief. And then our natural state. I hardly ever have migraines. Like once every 8-9 years, or one will try. So, our natural condition should be perpetually grateful. No one's hit me in the shin here recently. Who here has match M on palm? Curious. Matching M on palms. Oh! That's deep. I think I'm missing one down over here, otherwise there'd be an M over there. That's so good that you say that. I was looking at Swami's hand, because in every one of his videos, there's always a picture of Swami going like this, like waving to us, basically. And I never know if I should wave, because obviously the energy is dynamic, because it's the last avatar. We're all avatars of God, but that was it was born knowing it's God's avatar, and it could do what God does. So whenever the picture's there, I always and his hand's always just to wave, and it's a picture next to the guy doing the video, and then I always start watching the video and then look at Swami, and I always do this. I'm like, it feels rude not to go hi back at him. And then yesterday his pictures changed, he basically smiled more and more and more as the video went on. And yes, that actual being can actually make an actual photo of his produce, Vibhuti, so... Yes, he can shift the picture and smile at me if he wants. No, Garth, you're hallucinating. Yes, reality is an hallucination. It's not solid. So yes, the picture can change. It's like Garth's begrudgingly trying to say, magic's real. My imagination's real. My imagination, okay? I think this might be some blowback from a certain someone I pissed off. Yeah, lower in third, yeah, but don't... Take it further back up. You've cleared something. You're no longer participating in a paradigm. God, no, that's a better way to see it. It's the end of a certain blind spot with yourself. And that person is no longer part of your back and forth. That person, you know what I mean? You no longer need to dance with that person. So there is a bit of... And so yes, but it's more just you washing your hands with high-powered chemicals, and now they're red. The red is the pain, or the headache side of things, but you are clear of something. So literally tomorrow, we say timeline jumping, you're really going to feel like you went into a hypersleep and jumped really far timeline. Sarah! Thank you so much for those likes. They call it the blues. Brilliant. That's the Pretenders. No, that's the Queen. They're Pretenders. That's why they call it the blues. Cause time on... Oh, Elton John. Cause time on my hand. Could be time spent with you. That was on the second CD my family ever had. The Partners soundtrack, I think. Don't get me wrong, when I'm looking kind of dazzled. That was one of the other songs by the Pretenders. That's why I said Pretenders now. I mixed up the different artists on that soundtrack. See, now everything I just said is metaphorically a retelling of how reality is a hologram, and it's the same soundtrack. And how everything is connected and associated, if you don't get me wrong. And it's the blues, until you discover yourself. You're talking yourself back into actualization. Blues. So the things that make you sad, you speak about so you can slow them down and understand them. That's why I have sequence and shit. So pretty. I remember a sequence crazy when I was in grade 3 in ballet. We did a big production and there was like 11 costumes each. And we bought all the sequins. We went to some fabric ballet place. Fabric shop, I think, not ballet. And we bought all the sequins, like all of it. Like, give us all the sequins, you got sequins, give it to us. And it was like something like, I don't know, like 400 costumes had to get made all together. It's quite cool because I ended up using my sister's tutu. She got a special tutu made for that, one of the world's things she was doing. I ended up using that in my first Ace Ventura stage thing, paid one. As you know, the tutu where he does the tutu thing with the vest and the mental home. I like telling these random stories. They're not random, they're still meta reflection. So did the tutu have a second use? Yes. It had two uses. I had decided to create a living phoenix bird. That is rad. When you say phoenix, you're not putting any blue in it, eh? It's just like reds and yellows, like fire colors. World was a speech impediment. Do I ask the judge for a test on him? Ooh, Sierra, that is a very clever, intuitive question because you can see where it could go. Sierra, I was actually thinking about this, literally in meditation, you popped in, and I was thinking about the whole paradigm because it's all paradigms. And when it comes to Aurora, potentially she can't necessarily get placed with you. So you don't want to win too well, if you get what I'm saying. You want the right thing to unfold, it's practical. You know what I'm saying? So you also don't want to win too well, where you say, listen, get a test, and then the judge is like, hey, they wants to give all custody over to you, that kind of thing. Because when it comes to looking after someone, Sierra, there is so much to it. There is just the base things, you know what I mean, the base stuff. And then there's the other stuff, and then the things we'd like to think we think when it comes to the kids. And then there's the actual missing aspect, the emotional aspect. I'm not answering your question. I'd say no. Sierra, I'd say no. I know, Amy, I love it as well. I love you, my girl. Because she's gonna be in so many of the lives. Oh, Gardner. So you're thinking that as well. So now the thing is, if you do, it's going to be an added variable in your favor, but it might not be absolutely in your favor. Meaning he isn't. It'll. If he gets tested, if the judge agrees, the 1% makes him pay you child support. Character stands always. She is safe. No, she is safe. That's what I'm trying to say. There is a certain degree to that. All of us humans, we have emotions and we want what we want, but we don't know all the time how not getting what we want and then also getting what it affects us in time. I mean, if I had to get my way, I would have said, put me back with my mom now. I'm not making comparisons between Sierra and the dad as parents. I'm saying there's more to it than that. There's practicality, there's bills, there's more. It's nobody's right and absolutely wrong. Everyone's mirrors of each other. And so we want what we want, but there's an intelligence the universe wants us to catch up with, so we're equal to the universe. Until then, we're not in charge. And once you understand that the universe's intelligence, you're going to agree with it anyway. Do I want the final order later? Gives me time for the lotto. No, you can do the final order now. No, you don't not know about that. Just if you ask for a test, it's gonna, you know what I mean? You're talking about a thingy test to see if he's, dabbling in what type of test exactly? Maybe see I'm getting this all wrong. Aim high, then thingy, which means you'd always saying yeah test. Okay, then do it. Then everyone here is feeling yes test. So yeah. So Sarah, take everyone's advice. Because worst comes to worst, Sarah, Aurora gets put in your custody, and then you just go live 7-8 hours a day on TikTok, and you can make your $100. Get an extra caravan, attach it to the side of the house. You always get a tent. You don't. People, you know what I mean? People can go camping. You can grow up camping. Have a wonderful life. It's just essence that counts, not stuff around us. You always make a plan. Plus here you do have, I'm not just saying this, you do have luck on your horizon. And unfortunately, when you've holding it like you've already won it all the time, that's when it kicks in. You know that you have to master that final piece. Otherwise, you're not going to do yourself any favors. Right on the test, yeah. Let it be known the judge will make you both test. The universe makes space for unconditional love always. Garth, would you mind reading into my... Please, absolutely, Amy, and thank you for asking. It's still Amy, you're still a universal pattern. Everybody is. So I really appreciate being asked to look into things. Yeah, Amy, you got a whole bunch of stuff I want to talk to you about actually. It's quite. I want to ask you now if I can. I'm going to ask you almost in the form of the answer in the statement that I know is true. So then you just have to say yes-ish. And it's to do with work. And basically in meditation I was thinking about it. And I was looking at the details. And I think I misunderstood you to a degree. Amy, in a way, hypothetically speaking, you know your existence with a home and a daughter, and it has to be there, right? Because, dad, daughter needs to live. And then when it comes to actually making money and earning, you should and being encouraged, but you don't have to. Am I right? Meaning, the house has to eat anywhere, and the daughter's in the house. And the house is, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like I'm asking you like in a naughty kind of bad way, do you have to work? Because a piece of me is now looking at it going, you nurturing yourself, you're almost being indulgent, not working. Not be rude, because you don't need to. And no, that's going to upset the other side of the equation. Amy, you're right. and you're right, and I can't, in good conscience, not encourage you, because you're right. It has to be there anyway. There's nothing more important than your daughter's environment. You are her environment. Your is her environment. That is, you're everything, and you know that the emotional, mental joy and happiness and divine alignment that the main parent has is what nurtures the child into fullness and you know what I'm trying to say. It's a full-time job is what I'm saying. And it's another thing if circumstances and economies are what they are, and then you have to have both parents at it. You know what I'm saying, Amy? Because even when it comes to earning, your value is in your divine beauty, in your alignment, in your heart. You would earn top dollar not from managing an office, but from helping a person manage their energies with some kind of counseling modality, you know what I'm saying, where you charge top money. And if you're not going to be doing that, You're wasting your energy doing those other things, and you could develop in the next year, 2 years, and learn, read books. Just follow your passion when it comes to self-nurturing in ways you've never done for yourself in the past. Yeah. But the truth is, it's a full-time job. The practicality is, regularly pretend you're him, and think about it from his point of view. He needs you in place. Therefore, to be a person, you're an irreplaceable variable in what's most valuable to him, which is the daughter. And a lot of people are like, that's a terrible attitude. Don't. It's like, no, I'm saying you loving yourself and nurturing yourself. It's not like double income is needed so that the food gets on the table. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, it's quite far from that. Which means you blooming, Amy, nurturing yourself is the best thing for next week, next year, when it comes to maybe working or not. But if you put pressure on yourself now to do what he thinks is best, don't do that to yourself, is what I'm saying to you. I know he does. Yeah, but that's just a variable. He's angry with himself and life and alignment and not knowing the self. The rest is just a projection. Remember, his world is his karma. You didn't do anything. None of us did anything to each other. We all just leaning each other to each other's stories. Well said. You're speaking truth. Right, the second. Thank you, Lisa. Yes. And custody will work out. Because remember, what he's going to do? He can't work and look after his child. It's a very hectic way to say it. It's an arm lock. It's a chess move. It's a block. Yeah, I'm sorry. If I look from both points of view, and I'm honest and sincere, and there's no animosity or personalness, the truth is that the situation. I think going to pay for extra creation. It's like, no, man. The time and the money it would take to oversee her, I'll just do that with you. It's cheaper, doing the same location, You know what I'm getting at? If you actually had to be selfish and talk this topic, you would say what? It costs more to look after her. Don't you want the best thing around her? I could be a full-time mom. Don't say that in this day and age. You get 2 jobs and you raise the kid. I said, excuse me? I raise the child and bring her back from school, and I make sure that my energies are full so that I always have time for her and give her the best answers, and I don't snap at her because I'm stressed out because of my job. Sure. So the most loving thing you could do is make yourself vulnerable and not have a job, so you can raise the child. Because Amy, it's not like raising a child based like a normal person would do is what we're talking here. We're talking a divine aligned mom who knows the nature of reality, who's pretty much, if you've got a child these days, is gifted because of the souls that are coming in. I need a way to Sierra, I think, have you not done a live yet, Sierra? You'd be surprised how popular you would be. And not like my lives, you'd be more popular than my lives. Hey, Sierra, do the NPC live. No, God, do it. Rose. Oh, yum. Oh, Rose. Oh, yum. That's what I want. I wake up so grateful every day, but I feel so. Don't drop the guilt. Grateful and enjoy it. Stretch. So you're like, this feels good. It's easy life. Lean into it a bit, Amy. Joke about it a bit. Be a bit devilish about it. Just to stretch, because your bamboo is bent this way because you're feeling guilty for comic scenario that you didn't do it. You're just participating in the big divine drama. So yeah, just lean into it a bit. Be like, it's the least he can do. And also watching rock stars, Boozer, right back at you. And that's the thing. So if you think in those terms, it'll come more naturally. It won't seem like work. It'll be a natural interest that you're interested in. That's where it'll happen from. Not from someone saying, listen, do this and it better be a good enough amount or I'm going to criticize you some more. Because that's what'll happen in that right now. If you went and looked for work and did it to please him, he would still criticize. He still wouldn't be pleased. You'd feel double shit, basically. You'd be doing it to please him, and he still wouldn't. It's never going to be enough until he knows himself. No one's ever going to be happy with everyone around them until they figure out it's their problem. My world is my problem. I put it in place with my attitudes and my relationship with myself. So think to yourself, Amy, there's 100,000 ladies in your same situation. There's an answer to the money and your thing by thinking to yourself, what would I most like to be presented with? Whether it's an answer or it's a group or it's a creative thing or it's I don't know actually the answer. Maybe the answer doesn't come through now. You just chill. You're like a spiritual holiday. Love yourself, nurture yourself. Enjoy it. So I say, make a cup of tea and go sit in a room you don't sit in, or go sit in some part of the garden you don't go sit in, or go for a drive. That do that. That's what your guides are saying. Indulge of it. A lot. Indulge. It's not indulging. It's you just taking yourself back to par self-love. That's what it comes down to, par self-love. You play a role of somebody who pretends to believe what he says. Otherwise, he would completely lose it. And some part of you is convinced by its role slightly. You want to coldly disconnect from him and remind yourself of who you actually are, separate to pretending for somebody else. But it'll hurt him if I know. It'll hurt him if I'm real all the time. It really comes down to you actually don't want him going, hurt me because my idea, you won't act according to my idea. You totally lose it. If every person dropped their performance right now, the world would go mad. Mad! It's terrible. It would literally lose its shit and attack itself. Get irrational. It's just as your presence runs. Oh, hectic, Crystal. Is it too late? My mother wound.
She's such a flufferoni.
She is. Sarah, thanks for thinking.
How beautiful you are. Look at you. Let me fix your... Look at this. There, look there.
I'm talking to his high self. Brilliant, Amy. Keep doing that. It's not mine. You have much more in yours. No, there's nothing in there. Doesn't count. It doesn't count, guys. Tallow. There's nothing in the bottom. There's that little piece of thing, but it's not like the white powder.
It is!
Teeniest bit.
So is mine.
No, you had a whole cake, like a whole bunch of magnesium at the bottom of your cup.
No,
You all. No.
So much.
Not a holographic mirror. We're not equal.
Leave your sister, she's trying to poop.
Yeah, leave your sister, she's trying to poop. Oh, the cats. Oh no, I'm psychic. I'm connected to my sister. Whenever she wants to go number 2, I phone her.
Okay. I love you, bye.
It's a running joke. Should eat more fiber.
Awesome, have an amazing day.
Love you so much. See you later. Bye. It's not too late. I just saw her message. But I'm trying to say, what's she gonna do, Crystal? What are you gonna do? What's your ego gonna do? It does, but it doesn't. But it does matter. It's all within your own macrocosm. One of those impossible becoming reality moments for many. Chanel! Sanele! Nzumbani. What's up, bro? Thanks for all the likes. Oh, was her message BS? Oh, you don't? I know it's real tough. I know, but the thing is, you find that it was insincere, inauthentic. Like there were barbs attached to her birthday wish. Yeah, double teaching roles, a lot of teaching beyond comfort. Is there anything to say? Just no, Sierra. No. You're not, that's what I'm trying to say. You're not going to get shit tangible until you hold it like it's already tangible. No. So there's everything pleasant on the horizon, lots of very tangible things. that you must hold in place before they arrive. This is all I'm ever going to say to you. So no, you're not going to get any assurances from me. You're only going to get them from you. You're way past where I have anything to teach. You have to master your energies now. Master your energies, Sierra. You know what I know and more. You're more mastered soul than I am. You hold it like you're already surrounded by the mansion and the money and the thing, and you don't wait 2 days and then pull the plant out to see if the root's grown. You hold that indefinitely until the fucking plant gives you fruit. Arr. There. So if I'd gone, yes, that's not going to do shit. That's going to weaken you. That would weaken you so badly. And I'm frustrated with myself because I can't say, yeah. The golden chariot will land there tomorrow. I'll make it happen. It's all on you now. I have to head out. But take care, Amy. Speak to you soon. Mom is not dealing with the fact that she's not actually the elder. Ooh. It's a deep one, eh? So that's a hectic one. Because we're not. We're also traditionally, I'm the da-da-da. And the way we peer pressure, like the previous generation will act a certain way and then we'll mimic them to a degree because we want power. In this Lesbian Prophecy, it talks about that, how the generations use those 4 characters and then you eventually become the character like your parent because you become strong enough. But then this is a whole other conversation when it comes to transcendence and elders and the wise ones and the traditional idiots being the actual teachers, or the lessers being the teachers. Let's dance here, trust that. Courage, close in the dark closet, expand. And she is explaining her not to notice by the feelings of anyone who can be lost. Da-na-na-na. Good day. Stop. Are you going, Bellas? See you later. And thank you for loving me. Dun, dun. Let's see what's happening in the world. No, I don't want to close the laptop. Fuck that shit. No. So we had weather here yesterday. Remember I said like craziest weather. Yesterday flooded. My world flooded yesterday. And cars floating down the road. It's insane. If it wasn't all energy, I'd be concerned. Not because of that, because she knows she put me into the closet. She did to you what she felt was done to her. That's what I'm thinking, because the wind stopped now, the rain stopped, so I want to go out now, outside just now, after this live, basically. It's going to be kind of magical out there. It'd be really cool if the sun comes out. Because after it's been raining and the sun comes out, it's the best. My favorite thing in the world is water droplets, I've decided. Going for walks and trying to find good water droplets that are hanging on plants in different ways. To me, that's the whole universe in a water droplet. That reflection, I don't know, something about it. Oh, because higher dimensions, that's how you look at reality. Like you're looking into reality from a drop. Think of a teardrop, that shape, where technically, just the idea of the pinpoint of the drop, and then it goes out. Now I think if you were looking into like a crystal teardrop, but you're looking in from the pinpoint, where the top pinpoint drops, that'd be your singularity, and then your consciousness would expand equal proportions and then have a perfect dome. If you get what I'm saying? So that if we looked in, no matter where you look into the dome, hits the side of the dome, end of the teardrop, bounces once, it'll bounce twice, and then back at your same spot. This is how your third eye looks into reality. It looks into itself. It's literally the pinpoint that has an expansion. And so you're not that expanded reflection. You're that singularity that hints at what's beyond the other side of the black hole. A spiritual shadow, basically. That's what it hints at. And then you have seven orders of that, hence your 7 chakras. 7 orders of cascading energies, technically. Where the energy below that energy is the shadow of that energy. That's why higher dimensions can look into lower dimensions. It's out this time now. He's just I was actually going to ask you, Sierra, your current thingy, didn't he go to the hospital? I was actually going to ask you about that. Because I actually got, not concerned, I was a little more insensitive about him than I should have been. Because then afterwards I looked into his energy and I was like, oh, hectic. Didn't he like cough up blood or something? This is mold. All spiritual. This is mold. All seminar, I'll watch them fall. It's easy for my mother to wish me happiness after she Freaky Friday me. Concentrated. But wait, Crystal, did you actually, it's just resentful of my mother and can't get, I'm just resentful. That's so funny. So it comes down to expectations. What, like, if you could change her variables like a computer program, and as you answer that, Crystal, your kids answer the same question. It's that simple, and not in the same direction. Like, I wish my mom could wear sandals. Like, I wear sandals all the time. No. So your kids don't want you to wear sandals because you want your mom to wear sandals. It'll be the same energetic. If only she could be this for me, then I could be this for me. And your kids are going, if only mom could be this for me, I could be this. It's all a karmic condition. It's all bullshit. You don't have a mother or kids. Now, you got a weird relationship with your imagination. The one you have with yourself is the one you have with your generational up and down. And you don't even exist. So it's fine. The you that you think you are is in proportion to them. That didn't help anything, did it? It made it worse. Sorry, Crystal. It's like, you don't exist, but I've got to work and interface with the other non-existent aspects of me. Oh, so the non-existent doesn't help if you have to exist to benefit from the existing part of it, but then the non-existing benefits, it doesn't benefit, it benefits for me to de-stress and laugh about it all, but then I still have to go back and interface. Sorry. Once the information doesn't help, I can swallow that. Which is great, Crystal, because you realize a part of you, if I might be even more presumptuous, a part of you doesn't want to be responsible to the kids' expectations. Now you go, now you message your mom. Thanks, Mom, I love you too. Thanks for the birthday wishes. But I appreciate, Mom, that you gave me a permission to be whatever I want to myself and my kids. And I'm not my kid's puppet. No, I don't. But you know what I mean? Like both ways. So it's like a benefit, but I want this, but I don't want this to want this, so I want this one. It's a catch-22 basically. I love you, Crystal. Your kids love you too, and your mom loves you. Because you don't know that you're not the one giving them the permission. The same thing the way there's a bit of you that gets permission to not have to live up to traditional roles. You're all giving each other that. And you are the main one. You're the one that they all think about more. You're actually the one that freed everybody in a way, even though you're upset with each other. Thanks for freeing my false self from my false commitment to my other false relationships, which are based on tradition and peer pressure from dead people. Culture is dead people peer pressure. Fuck. If I'd known that. It's terrible. Like, what are we meditating in a cave for 3 days? What did you conclude? We're all illusions. Everybody stop rutting. What? Stop breeding. We're making lots of each other and we're all just creating more static and drama. Don't. No more kids. But God. Okay, wait. I kind of got that wrong. Okay, have kids, but from day one, go, listen, you're me and I'm you and I respect you if you don't have bad, ignorant habits. I like the idea of losing the plot and really like messing society up, but you still get the message across. I like that. But there's a destructive aspect. That's anarchy, basically. Anarchy. And it's worked. The birth rate is right down. Traditional relationships are different. Enlightenment is rampant. Yeah, and the parts of energies that aren't what I just said are too slow. They vibrate slower. We'll deal with them later. We can time travel to the slower energies once we've dealt with the other energies. And nothing happening isn't the same thing on repeat, so nothing's going anywhere. Welcome to eternity. I am pretty much in the eternal since 2017, pretty much, and then definitely since lockdown, being in the eternal now. Like my interface with others feel like the branches of my own tree, and all my experiences were just the tree in different weather, so the branches move differently. And now it's like I'm the same tree. Everything around me is just a different branch movement, but it's the same branches, same tree pattern, same place. Higher dimensional others is just, oh, my 7th branch on the 9th thing going down like that kind of thing. That is hectic, Crystal. Talk to the new baby boy on the way. But those are the privileges, people who are willing to compromise, Crystal, they get those privileges. Why would you compromise? I also have a large fear about something happening to them at the same time. There's nothing negative scheduled, basically. But I hear what you're saying. From smiling, I spent most of my lives with sore cheeks. But it's still. Now your higher self, you're scripted. You're scripted to be you, Crystal. You're scripted to be you. You're scripted to be you. You're more dynamic than you'll ever know. You're gonna have to watch this from everyone else's viewpoint, and you don't even in this lifetime. You don't have to die. You can ascend, and then you can go to the Akashics, and you can watch this. You're gonna realize you know how much you're gonna love yourself and cry and be grateful for yourself when you get to watch yourself in fullness. This is true of everybody. In fullness, you are literally the greatest thing you're ever going to experience. And you just don't get to experience yourself completely. You get glimpses of yourself through others when you calmly balanced and humble and experience divine love. You get moments of yourself. But that just humbles you more and makes you more grateful to all the qualities that put you into that awareness. Our human almost isn't designed to feel that much elation. In the lesson, it's all about one thing: smile. I'm already feeling this now. Okay. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. So basically, as much as you can, as much as your emotional body can resonate. I don't know about you. You guys flow with more. You feel deeper emotions than I do. When I'm channeling for you guys, between if it's for one of your family members or I connect to you, I get overwhelmed by you guys, emotional, your heart chakras basically. I'm actually less loving than all of you guys. I'm loving. My loving's here. I understand loving. You guys are actually heart chakra shit. When I feel it, I'm like, oh God, they gave me a feeling that I can feel the love between you two. It hurts me. Get back, divine creatures. Now I understand that we're all equal, but you guys are emanating divine acceptance, and that hurts my head. Because even the reason why it makes me so happy is I know I'm still a composite of a lot of people. A lot of people feel exactly the same. And I'm acting it out, which loosens it up in them. And slowly, and me. Well, there's many people coming in my direction on that, even though it's... Now, the mother wound is hectic. Because the mother wound is, it's to me, it's the deeper half of the abandoning yourself wound. It's my introduction to myself here, the mother wound, basically. My life was a perfect polarized snapshot of the human condition. Whatever age I was at, when relation to my mom and my dad was the planet's relation to its mother, father, God. Slash the abstract. If you took every relationship everyone's ever had with themselves on this planet, I am that. So that's my job, is to improve the relationship. Everyone is the same thing. Every relationship anyone ever had with themselves. All together. Composited. That is each of you. I love that from yesterday. It was brilliant. And then I realized the difference is, are you looking at the abstract or the thing? Meaning the water is the thing. The water is the variable when it comes to what is being blocked. Or basically what will do the blocking and the delivery. And then the person, the abstract around it is the thing that would want to know. Basically, it's a crisscross where the mind can use functionality and practicality and inverse it. It's a brilliant thing. Symbols are hyperdimensional byways. Basically, to me, a symbol says the same thing. A symbol can block or reveal. It can be a bridge, or it can be a dam. It was a great, like a master metaphor of all things. All things are either blockages or bridges to an understanding. Brilliant, brilliant. What is it? Journals or journey lane. That's probably what Trimajesty are. You get triple dynamics, and then you get quanta dynamics, and then that's multidimensionality basically. Sup, Mystic Momentum? Welcome to the live. Sup, Oliver Chemilu. Sup, Oliver Chemilu. Where the rising monkey reads, where the rising monkey touches the falling angel, like Lady Hawk. And then studying, I think to study that dynamic, the crossover, that, I don't know why. To me, the study of that, I don't know. Our energy goes where attention goes. So by studying it, you're expanding and refining on it. Do you see? It's just, the universe is the same thing in infinite capacities, expressed differently, and then you give it attention and then learn and expand on that part of yourself. And the parts you don't get are slowed down, so you can go do it later. Would you be interested in playing it? What? Playing what? I love it. What is it? Yes. Who? Is it a song? What happened? I think something was cut out there. Did you send a song on Facebook Messenger? I wonder what it is. I hope I want to play it. Because you know how I'm honest. Like, whatever it is, if I don't, I don't. I get my main abilities from not lying. Really, yeah. But my abilities are half and half, where I don't lie. So that when I say something that isn't necessarily true, it becomes true. Or it will be true. Or it already is true in a parallel timeline. I'll occupy it later. Da-na-na-na-na-na. It's a cult song about smiling. I love that. Thank you for loving that about me, Teresa. Da-na-na-na-na. Mm-hmm.
greatness inside.
I'm not scared, I'm not frightened, I got this.
You've got greatness inside.
I'm not scared, I'm not frightened, I got this.
You've got greatness inside.
I learned to smile and to be confident. Confidence is the key to success. I'm not scared, I'm not frightened, I got this. I got this.
You've got greatness inside.
All you have to do is believe and never give up.
You've got greatness inside.
Never give up.
I like the idea of a skateboard montage to this, but when you're like fucking up, you're like you're falling on the ground and the board's like things and you trip over your feet and you kick flip and land and fall on your ass and just a whole montage. But you're failing at things and you're like, then it's a person trying to put a needle through a thing but they're missing the whole time.
Learn it, live it, share it.
Greatness inside.
You can do anything that you want to. Never give up.
Never get off. And then you pour coffee on yourself. Oh, fuck. I like the idea of being confident
People give up too soon.
and
Just
goofy.
keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Never
Believe
give
in
up.
yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Never give up. Keep going.
And then you got to get yourself like dressed up like a certain way, and then a mannequin that's dressed the same way, and it's you practicing your backflips, but it's just you like, flipping, throwing the mannequin around. I love it.
Greatness inside.
You can do anything. You can go anywhere. Never give up. You can be anybody. Never give up.
You've got greatness
I
inside.
like it. Like you go and you like you're trespassing. You're like you can't come here. This is a private property. And you're like
I got this. My dad is the most confident person I know.
I love this.
My dad doesn't get frightened on stage. The reason is because he's confident. I have pictures of my dad holding me as a baby on stage. One day I would like to speak on stage. I got this. I feel like I've been on stage my entire life. To make it happen, I have to learn to be confident. I'm not scared, I'm not frightened, I got this.
And you know this about you. You've got greatness inside. You start becoming the example that you're destined for because you have that.
Crystal, is this the song with Colt?
Greatness inside. You draw a line in the sand, and you say it is my turn.
I got this. He told me the secret is smiling.
It's like
He told me smiling makes me confident. When you're smiling, it makes you look happy.
I'll leave this on for the next 48 hours on loop.
I learned confidence by doing parkour. I liked it because it was high risk and fun. I like it because it makes me feel brave. I like it because it makes me feel confident. I did it even though I kept falling.
You start becoming the example that you're destined for
You keep going and going and going even though you keep falling.
because you have that greatness
When you
inside.
fall, you get up and go again. I got this. You just gotta keep smiling. You know you're gonna fall, but you get up and keep smiling. I got this. I hurt myself twice in one day, but I kept going. Doing this made me confident. I got this.
Our greatest success will always come just one step beyond our greatest setback.
Never give up.
You draw a line in the sand, and you say it is my turn.
Falling is part of the process. Now I don't have fear going on stage because I learned to never give up.
You've got greatness inside.
I got this. Never give up. Never give up.
Okay, did you put the Amazon? Did you put the Amazon the link? Down it goes to his fun. Have you put the? I'll have a look now. Ta-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Amazing. But the download, put the download link, you know what I mean? Awesome. I'm on ADEPS right now. It's a pity TikTok doesn't have, you can't put links and share things with people. Like, you want people to send people off to this, Brilliant. I'm going to share it as well. Share it around now. Okay, what time is it? Yeah, it's early. Or for me anyway. Oh, it's Mr. Vansel. Sup, dude? Thank you so much for likes. Wazer. Thank you. Da-na-na-na-na. Thank you, Crystal. Like a great song. And it's not on TikTok anyway. Not that it matters actually. I'll make a plan if I need to. I'll go thingy from there and thingy and da-da-da-da. I'd like to use it in something, Use it in a lot of things. It's just really good. Like, at first I was like, and I'm so glad I got to listen to it not knowing it was that. Because first of all, if you had said it was that, will you listen to it? I would have listened to it straight away. I wouldn't have even done that little speech about being honest. And then I would have had to like it anyway. But it really, and then I honestly listened to it where, because I listened to it with full spectrum. I listened to everything, not cynical, but as if everyone was cynical. Not if I'm being cynical. What could be said about it? And then what could be said nice about it? Like, I think full spectrum all the time when perceiving something. So then I tend to give the opinion that is the collective's, the six-dimensional convex or concave's opinion. What do I say? Yeah, and the actual opinion is fucking great. Basically, it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's exactly. Thank you. Don't worry, I'm a bit autistic too. Thank you so much. So nice to feel understood. There are skateboarding son and dad. He does vids from his skateboard. Funny, eh? Not really, but it's like funny, eh? We're all psychic. Yeah, I pictured that being put to skateboarding thingy, and then also now. As I was thinking about, I wanted to use it for something, and I was thinking skateboard something, and I was thinking would a good skateboard video be good, or would a funny one also be good? I love the idea of just a bunch of cutscenes of not getting the move right, falling really bad, like falling and hitting things, and and then falling like lame, pathetic falling. Like, you try and do like a rail slide on stairs, but it's a setup so that I can pretend to ollie, fall, and then slowly fall down the stairs, all the way downstairs. It's like, it had nothing to do with the skateboard move. I just wanted to fall myself, but falling downstairs. You basically have to spend the day going and filming. You're just walking around the skateboard and you just go film a whole bunch of clever little mess up moments, and then edit it. It is. As in cults, there's not that I want to like overstep a thing here, but he had a bit of like basically blood on the brain. That's what it comes down to. And it is healing. It's healing. It's etherically healing. It's dissipating. He's healing. His natural status is his etherical systems are healing his physical system at this point. He is going to come out of it, basically. If you went and got 3 random psychics to read on him, they'd all say the same thing. It's very clear. Because he's present, he's doing it. So if you wouldn't be like you'd have to try and read energy. His energy say, listen, I'm doing it. I'm getting it from him. Information I'm getting now. His higher self is cognitively healing himself. Like, don't be surprised if he comes out of it with a gift or some new outlook on life and wants to talk about near-death experiences, that kind of thing. It's very set and meant to be that kind of thing. And it's really hard when something's traumatic and you're trying to look for the reasons, the good reasons, you know. I talked to his higher self in meditation and told him he can heal himself. You know, he's using that. So you taught him photography because he says that the 3 variables, the aperture, film sensitivity, and shutter speed are the trinities. You move one, you move one of the other 2 to balance it. Like if you want greater depth of focus, you're going to bring in more light. So you want to drop either your this or that variable. So you've got infinite combinations that create infinite things, but it's all triangulations and trinities balancing each other. So it's the same thing. The healing is actually going to be used. He's going to use the body is the same thing. The universe is the same thing as camera work, based photography. It's the same blueprint. Basically, using that knowledge, he can fix himself and he can invent new things. All things come from that. Funny enough. Thank you so much for the roses. I think the blood-brain barrier is knowing where information between universal archetypes, 4D, and 3D exchange. Trust flip the magi, saint, shadow, light. And I agree with, and I'm nodding, yes. And if I had to go now and connect with him, he would be like, no, Garth, you don't actually get it. Let me talk to you about it. And he would go deeper into shadow. There's more shadow explanations. There's deeper. My idea is there's light and then there's shadow. But shadow actually illustrates the light. If you actually go deeper into studying what shadow actually is when it comes to objects, what's blocked. The metaphor of shadow. There's deep light understanding in it. Indigo halos. Yeah, indigo is very much the light in the dark. Okay, now I want to know what's trending. Now I'm curious. Downfall, 1944. Hello. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. See, and I'll say it the other way around, just coincidentally. The greater the light, the better the heart, more intense the shadows, which is why you don't look into your world to judge it. As you get better, people go, oh, it's getting worse. Like, no, it's actually getting better. It's just that you've got equal portions of increase, you know. You can see deeper into yourself. And then what is today? So it's all... Oh, no way! It's 28th of... Hey, Crystal! Oh, wait, are you 27? You're 27th, eh? 27th. Oh, I was thinking you're so close to being... Oh, no. Now, ex-girlfriend was 29th of August. I'm thinking 29th of February in leap years. I'm also autistic. What are cow tails? Oh, you mean actually like cow tails, like oxtail? Still, alright. Wait, Sierra, you could they haven't said anything since I asked you about what's it. Didn't he got sick? Are we talking about your current partner? He got sick recently. Remember he was doing the thing with the demons? Trying to empower himself? And then I never got to know if he's okay. Like, did he get back? And are you talking about that person with the letter? Sierra, we got broken telephone here. You can just say yes if I got it all right. Oh, Virgos are cool. I like Virgos. Yeah, he's fine. Okay, he's fine. Okay, so he went around a week on fasting, he's fine. So it is him. You know what a smudge stick is? Basically, Sarah, don't get dramatic here, but he's got bullshit energy attached to him right now. It's not him, it's the thing. So his being doesn't even get to acknowledge you. He's just frustrated with existence and everything, and he's taking it out on you because you're nice, basically being nice. It's just a thing. So he's got an actual thought form entity that's feeding on him. So it's, man, you know what a smudge stick is? It's like what you want to do is you want to get some spearmint and chew it and spit it in his face. No, don't do that. It'll work, but don't do it. I'm going to think of a clever way to get rid of that energy. He'll come and apologize to you, basically. He'll say, sorry. It's not him. It's that thought form. It's that fucking energy. I hate it. We think things to empower ourselves, and then we worship the things we empower. And he enhanced that thing fucked up because of the fasting. And then it got him sick because it wanted to make him convinced others are the reason. It's not a good energy. It's a kind of energy that will help you and unhelp you and blame and give you fucked up stories, reasons for it. Make everything worse, basically. That thing, that energy. It's the equivalent of that one creature that attaches itself to the fish's tongue and then cuts the tongue off and then becomes the fish's new tongue. It's like that kind of energy. Some energy, yeah, she got lots of that energy going on. But she actually has it, Crystal. It's not a judgment. Parasitic, yeah. Yeah, it is very parasitic. It is, because it's like a false extension that you feed. It's like, not me, but it thinks, I convince myself it's me and I feed it with my bullshit attitude. That's that parasite. We probably all get given one when we come here. We have to learn to starve the fuck out of the thing. The thing that makes you think in terms of outside of you, instead of always from yourself outwards. The thing that makes you think, this defines me. It's a fucking parasitic thought form. Actual parasitic thought form. And it might as well just be a fucking thing, a fucking face hugger wrapped around your throat, telling you what to think and say. Because whatever is going to make you think, you're going to say. And then all you're going to experience is a world that mirrors with your fucking bullshit attitude. Yeah, we're lucky, everybody. The same asses that are having this conversation could be locked in a bullshit world that's going to kill us slowly. Well, nothing makes sense half the time, and everything does make sense when I'm winning. When others are losing and I'm winning, I'm celebrating. When others, But I was apologizing in the letter in the first few lines. I emphasized that if there was any hurtful. Yeah, of course, because you're putting an ultimatum on him. Read the note or it's over. Sarah, I'd throw the letter away there and as well. Now I'm like, hey, that thought form maybe is on his side. You get to determine what behavior is good or not good enough. You know what he's going to do? His ego is going to start to say simultaneous whatever you're saying about him. So if you want to see where he's coming from, you got to think like that. Otherwise, you're just going to lie to yourself and that, I don't know why he's being the way he's being. You do know why he's being the way he's being. It's because it's technically you inversed. Or a karmic lesson, a bit of self-maintenance without reading a single word. And he did read a word. Didn't he read the part where you said in the beginning, it was imperative for the relationship. He read it was imperative to read the note. The saying that made him throw it away without reading it. Okay. I thought the beginning of the note said that. Oh, so he didn't read that part. And you didn't say it to him. You know what I'm trying to say? The point is, you're better off focusing on getting rid of that fucking energy, because then the reason why you like each other in the first place can be made more evident, and then you can focus on the important part. Love, and culturing, nurturing the love between you and within yourselves individually, because that's what's between you. And this fucking energy, I don't like it, eh? I fucking can't stand it because he's better than that, you're better than that. He deserves, he's being fucking, no, I hate it. I hate it when someone is given a false version of their own mind and then they interface with it. Because that's what it comes down to. He's smarter and quicker and better and brighter and than that energy tells him. It gives his external spin an egotistical, he's hurt. He's hurt based on that. The way he sees it, it's hurtful to him. And you go, me, I don't care what you just said about him. And then he feels that. Don't want me, I got a child, it's all about you, Sarah. And he feels that. That's what makes him hurt. Because it's just a situation. You're not supposed to be doing anything different. You're not wrong to hurt him more when he emphasizes his situation, because then you can emphasize your situation. The thing needs to fuck off, basically. So you can have moments of clarity and then peace offerings that then replicate into him feeling better about his contribution to the negotiation, basically, which is the negotiation, the joint entity, who you are together is what's being fought over and feeling animosity about. And he feels like you have to do it on your terms, or he doesn't get to be a part of that again. Hence, he's looking to empower himself to something non-physical, which is a complete made-up thought form. It's basically he's doing the opposite of the other. He's repeating the problem in another way, basically. So if I can get rid of that fucking thing, he can get a clue. And I'm trying to think, man. Sage, what else? Water, drink. Doesn't meditate. Fasting doesn't. It's just going to enhance his condition. Sock offerings. Halito, Chim, Chirio, what? Chim, Achukama, what is that? Oh, Heather, sup? I was wondering what that was. I was like, what? Halito, Chim, Achuma, Choctaw, for hello, how are you? I'm fine, Heather, how are you doing? Oh, expressing gratitude and everything. Dang it. Anyway, back to the focusing on the reason why he's not going to read the note, the entity. Got to get rid of that thing. You're not going to talk to him. You're going to talk through him, through a middle person. It's like when the CIA still ran Twitter. Humans weren't talking to each other. They were talking through a middle distortion. Where they censored all that COVID information that Mark Zuckerberg has apologized for. What, Heather, tell me. Tell me, what is it? Don't hold me in suspense, Heather. What is it? I don't like surprises, but I'm excited. Hold on. Keep it a little longer. Now tell me. No more illness? I'm just checking. I'm just looking at your energy quickly. Hold on. Yeah. So the number 4.9, just remember the word number 4.9, and then reverse engineer. Reverse engineer what you just did for yourself and offer it if you want. And well done, by the way. Well done. You basically, yeah, well done. I'm not going to put a bunch of words to it, but well done. Well done. It's a blueprint for perfection. Now teach it. Teach it all. You don't have to. Remember, if you don't teach it, it'll emanate off your being no matter what. If you don't put it into like a book or my journey, the journey back to wholeness. 100 names you could make. The doctor that left a staple inside me just texted me, happy birthday. That is so good. That is so good. It's like, maybe you thought you had a staple diet. Lame Garth. Oh man, come on. So Heather, well done, by the way, really. Did you eat a chili, Sierra? Sierra, help me brainstorm. Dukkums, a gin. Sierra, what if you said to him, Garth says you got an entity that's feeding on you. Not helping you, it's feeding on you. You're God dreaming and you just need to wake up. What if you said that to him? He said, who's this fucking Garth guy? I don't like him. Time to get rid of the middleman, the middle entity. Story must be Victoria's story prior to healing. Out of it. But please, Heather, map it out. Map it out. Heather, remember the Heathers? The Heather, I'm basically saying that, I don't know about the Heather, I don't even know what the Heathers are, but the concept of a you before and a you after. And a UB40. No, you before and after. So there's you now. If you take that entire Trinity back. Yeah, and you say the band. See, I knew you were going to do that. Kingston Town is a place I used to stop fucking my autistic brain. Listen, okay, Heather. The world was in your condition. It will heal itself with your story. You know what I'm saying? The world was a victim of itself. Government taxes, external holographic mirror of my karmic record. I'm my own responsibility. You can take the piss now and you can teach everybody. Using your holographic pattern is the pattern. You can write a whole thing. You can do a whole multi-marketing pyramid scheme where people can buy in at different levels. You can just write one book. You can do anything with it, basically. But use and do it. It all comes down to that. Am I a victim or do I create with my beliefs about myself? Just because I found myself in the middle of a karmic constipated story where I was told that I am sin. And the one person who wasn't, we murdered. Why did you accept Jesus into your heart? I don't know, because it sounds like a victim mentality. It sounds like a victim mentality. I don't know. Jesus died for you. I don't know, it feels guilt. I feel it's like a guilt trip. What about the part where he resurrected? Yeah, but we don't focus on that. Focus on guilty sinner. Anyway, we're going to pass the basket around. Put some money in. Hallelujah. Over the mountains and the stream, my pyramid scheme runs for me, and I will always sing of when the Lord came down. All together now, let's praise the Lord. Don't forget to put lots of money in the basket going around. I've over there, I'm not going handling, but I'm over here like. Sierra, break the fifth wall. Pretend he's God, playing a guy, and you don't want to. You break his. Hey, and then be traditionally strategic and strategically ridiculously honest, as if he wasn't real. Try that one, Sarah. You've got dreaming, and you got this weird beliefs about fasting and entities, and you're everyone and everything. Everything outside of you is a mirror of your relationship with yourself. And tell him half the time I'm just reacting to my own unconscious. I'm not actually reacting to you. So if I've said harsh things that have upset you, imagine, now you know how I feel about myself. Give me a fucking break. Do that. Try that one. I love you. I don't even actually know what love is, but for now, it's in your direction. He'll laugh. He'll break the ninth wall. Because it's not, you're going to have to break the, he's a great guy, Sierra. He's not nothing. He's a great dude. He really is. And looking at his energies and his lives and his parallels, and he is a great guy. And that's the thing. You also are a great person, and the half of each of you that has ever felt insecure has felt that in each other and thrown it at each other. It's only natural. You did it to strengthen each other, not because you were trying to undermine each other. You love each other. So if you try talking like I just said, yes. So that's why you got to get rid of that fucking entity, and then he'll come to you. If you get rid of that energy on him, that the thing that's doing that thing, he will then all the missed energies that you've been trying to, they'll arrive as left energy, and he'll go, oh shit, I'm being a dick, and then try and talk to you. Well, that's all of us. That's all of us. I don't know what it is. The best understanding of it, it's you. It's you. It's all you. You're like my MSG. I developed unique taste buds just to get addicted to you. Have you done the talk to his higher self story? Yes, you have. Oh, his higher self's here now. Okay, hi. He's here. So he's here with these guides. Mind your own business. Okay. Fair enough. And that's legit. That's not rude or anything. He's just saying, don't talk about me for a bit. Mind your own business. And I respect that. I'm leaving him alone as a topic now. Thank you. And not just any music. But you're right. I want to tell the story through music. Really? It's heaven's music, and I hear it in the world's music and not toned correctly. Wow, Heather. So Heather, there's AI music producers. You can type in, you literally copy paste your paragraph, and then you can say the type of music, and then you can say what harmonic you want it set to. Yeah, it was like that. I mean, I don't know what's like that. Who's like that, Sierra? Like, my mind will not cast it. I respect. He's gonna love that. Fuck, you picked up on that. I was infinitely respecting his request, so that he would like me, so that he'd be like, okay, that guy's cool. I like him. He respects me. And now, because I've said that, he's like, I got you. You're gonna manipulate me with your. Now that's gonna make you okay. He's gonna be cool, Sierra. In 36 hours. He liked that. He liked that about me. That I was honest about how my honesty was manipulating him. He liked the honesty. So watch, within 36 hours, a complete attitude change. You just jump to a timeline where he's not being a dick. I like him so much. He's such a cool dude. Because he digs that. He liked that. That's funny. That's funny to him. A timeline where he's not a dick. Misdirection, be original, be sincere, authenticity. I know you seem like you're getting punished for it, Sierra, but be even more yourself. Be even more yourself. You're never wrong. It's all part of the journey. So like high music, but turned to more harmonious. I can actually, I can almost feel what you're trying to describe. You can go to that AI thing and literally describe what you're saying, and it'll produce. And you can make it do it again and again and again. The world's music causes disharmony in our minds and body. You think it's the 440? Can I jump timelines to where I'll live next? Crystal, you wouldn't. The part of you that can, the intelligence that can do it, once it knows, it won't do it. All in good time, a lot of things. There's an aspect of you that's forming and developing. Take some stuff's instant, some stuff's forever. And you wouldn't do it. And a lot of stuff now is, once the ability is developed, the intelligence that goes with that ability no longer requires the thing. It wouldn't want the thing with. Did he just pick up on the sentiment of the letter? Yes, he was listening longer than I picked up on his presence. So yes, Sierra, well done. So now you are in contact with his higher self now. because that was accurater than me connecting to why his thing's going to change. And it's going to... So, Sierra, you're looking from another timeline at this whole topic, and I'm looking from another timeline that's 36 hours out. Crazy, eh? It's like, hey, guys, describe the moon right now. And everyone's like, I've got a 3/4 moon. I got a half moon. My moon's new. It's like, that's how it feels. Why has the moon got a turquoise tinge? That kind of thing. So we actually can realize we're all in different pocket universes. And this place is a composite, is where we all can overlap. So all timelines merging into one. They do merge and they do split based on whether a lesson needs to be learned by the individual. Then it'll split into parallels that mirror. So whatever choice you make, the lesson can get learned through that parallel. There's that episode of Community with the dice. It's a great explanation of why parallels exist based on different thingies, but it really comes down to the individual. Whenever in life something is negative or not cool, the thing is energetically slowed down. That's what the negative is about. It's sped up if it's positive, therefore you understand it. You slow it down to study it. And then timelines are when the vibration is so slow. Boop. So as you go down the vibrations, then you get more possibility and more mirrored illusionary difference, including different apparent timelines. They're energetically proportional to your relationship with yourself. That's what determines the timeline jumping. I'm in the timeline that mirrors me. So once I can master my relationship with myself, I master all of reality. That's why I've been so brilliant in my teachings this year, starting with the fact that everything is a reflection of your relationship with yourself. That's been my underpinning thing the whole time. That is the third dispensation. If Christ consciousness came for a third time, that's what it would say to you. The place has been educated up to the point where if it says that, everyone goes, okay, cool, I get it. I left it. Attempt at love away. That's what he's realized. That's why he's feeling, like, oh man, she's trying to love me. Basically, he gets that now, Sierra. He's allowed the love through, basically. Because remember, sometimes love is painful, or you know what I mean. It's not. If the love is rejected, that's mean, or that the love isn't still valuable. It's the person who's incapable of catching it because they're not in that. They're not resonating with that level of love at that point. So a lot of the life is learning to allow yourself to be loved. All right, that's fucking Moulin Rouge again. The hardest you'll ever learn is how to love and be loved in return. 36 hours, Sierra. Can you be patient for 36 hours? And then wait for a sign to do that. Don't do it on your terms. It won't help. I told you, 36 hours, he's going to soften. You start before then, you're doing it again. I love how I can say anything and you just... Heather, do you know that when you say things about others, that anything you see in others and like, for you to see it, for that alignment to take place, for you to perceive something, in that moment, the universe is perceiving you the same, and with us in the exact same way. You see how nice it is for us to look for a divine nice in other, because we know then we're in alignment with it. So. And the thing is, when we don't see nice and cool and stuff, when we criticize, it's hilarious. Because at the end of the day, that thing we don't like is still a perfect expression of the fabric. And so we slow it down to study it. But it's funny to hate on perfection. That's why God laughs. That's why God laughs, basically. Well, many reasons, but... So it's all good all the time, is what I'm getting at. You can literally just walk around smiling Absolutely. I'm your CIA captor. I got you in a container and I've got to hand over the anti-gravity before tomorrow. Oh no. Is this a safe space? Hold on. No. As in no. As in not for me personally, 101, yeah, but no, there's lots of other beings listening, is that what you're asking? When it comes to criticizing and judging you, only 2 people listening are, but they don't mean it in a mean way. They might tease you, but they're not subscribers, so they won't talk. They'll think negatively or funnily at you. Angels comply because they take themselves lightly. Now it's safe. Talk. Stormtroopers. Sup, Corin? Top of this fine day to you. You know it's storming here, like hectic. Well, it was. Can't slow down now. Yeah, they tell us now. Now I'm super curious. It's all clear. It's all chill now. There's 2 people. There's still 15 people here. What's that? So, as in, there's 2 people left. They literally knew I was talking about them. Like, don't judge me judging others. The healing. Yeah. Everything is done by God ultimately. For me to say, if something happens, say I do something, and then somebody gets benefited, and they say, thank you, God. I can say, that's God, God does everything. And I can say, no worries, I did it. It's the same. It's the same. To be humble and say, listen, just accept Jesus into your heart. But there are people who say that understand what it means. It means you just accept that you are the perfection, and so is everything else, and act accordingly. And it comes across as a he because the divine feminine is the silent mystical aspect, basically. Hence it'll come across like a vibration, a masculine, an active energy. But it's you. You took yourself to better mirrors to lift your vibration or reflection. You are God dreaming, Heather. Including me, projecting me. You prayed over you. To you. Those were etherical alignments that you had. Your 4th and 8th etherical bodies were poisoned against each other due to the fact that you live by stories mode. Every human comes out of story mode. You know, story mode, them and us, up and down, devil and angels, bullshit made out of itself. We always go to story mode. We reptile. The reptilian nature is because we tell ourselves stories. We repeat tales over and over again. Brilliant, Heather. Because you left a seed in those people that prayed over you. A lot of people pray to an external God. They're gonna have revelation, basically. Christianity has still produced a lot of saints, a lot of people who have cleared the karma and have found access to their actual divine. And the saint wouldn't say, I'm a God. They would just, carry on the tradition. They cast out demons. Vibrationally, yeah, they did. Alignment is they removed a distortion out of your energy system. The demons are just a fancy way of saying a shadow self no longer occupies you. Did you do that? I thought you would have just left it as an energetic silence. I didn't know you actually said then the church needs to wake up. We'll heal others through music. You'll mainly, I won't argue with you. But you're going to heal others through healing yourself. Others are a reflection of you. The world isn't real. The world is not real. It's a reflection of everyone's inner relationship with themselves. So by you healing yourself, without even saying anything, you added on to, you basically contributed to that. There's 3 people that prayed for you who aren't going to be as the psychological dynamic. Well, that doesn't actually matter anymore. We're in a golden age. It actually doesn't matter. If a person starts external internal or internal external, the idea is to realize that what I hold true inside me, what I hold true, my relationship with self, is what God creates outside of me. The Bible says, whatever you hold true on earth, I'll bind in heaven. Where's the kingdom of heaven? Inside you. So it's that, to me, that's been the main thing. But now there's critical mass. Enough people know it. If you start external, internal, you'll get synchronicities. Synchronicities will make you become more mindful. And then you'll pull on that thread and realize you're creating your reality. You're God dreaming. So now it actually doesn't matter. Internal, external, internal, external. So yeah, the church is going to wake up. It's waking up. It's a lot of old dynamic souls that understand this are placed amongst the different religions. However you see the world is how God sees you. It's a 3-way alignment. It's how you see, what you see in others is the totality looking at you. No, so Heather, no. Now you've got, see, you're going from one to the other. You're going from the church needs to wake up to they're afraid of me. They don't exist. They're not asleep, and you're afraid of you. That story mode, I was disempowered, now I'm empowered, and now I'm going to use my power to get respect. Sounds like the same story back to front. Sounds like you went from being... It's boring. Enlightenment is boring and lonely. You're alone. You're eternity all by yourself. And there are no others. Yeah, that double, exactly. So keep that thing in balance. That mind is water. God's face reflected over it. If you dabble in that mind, you're eating the apple and you of good and bad. You're going back into the water. Jesus could walk on the water because he wasn't two-minded. If you see yogis meditating on like a leopard skin, that leopard skin represents the mind that has been mastered. I'm learning slowly. You're not, you're teaching. You're walking, so on a level you're teaching slowly, but you also got students. In the astral realm, you've got beings who learn from your awakening, basically. So even this that I'm saying right now, you know it, and literally getting another aspect of yourself to say it out loud to you, basically. We're all master souls. But we want liberation from story mode. And they were afraid of you. There was a disturbance because you carry a singular authority. They got a church and a gang. They're part of a gang. That's where they get their authority from. And Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Using the word Jesus, and then everyone else uses the word Jesus. And epic! Thank you! Good morning. You know what I'm trying to say? If they all use the name, everyone else uses the name, therefore they all believe the name has power, therefore it does. Whatever you hold true on earth, I'll bind in heaven. Even though it's not his real name. But that's a whole other conversation. So yeah, you alone dream the way they dream. If you get what I'm saying, there is a thing there. There is a concern towards you. But it's more like an awareness of divine potency. Heather, when you're not being you, I'm being you. When you're not being you, I'm like deep state, tamper with all the planets, yesterday to tell Heather, I must say, when I'm not saying don't be story mode, I'm like, guys, this is my magic staff. His name's James. We're going to go to the top of Magic Mountain and defeat the great empire. Meaning I'm going to polish my shadow again. But I'm going to say it in like, they don't realize how powerful I am. They try to suppress me now that I've escaped. Earth should have never abducted me from my home planet. I've got hundreds of versions of those. And it's all true if you go to a dimension and only hold that as true. So yeah, you're right. Carry on, Heather. Scare them. Mock charge the church. Sorry, girl. I'm doing a elephant mock charge at the church. He needs to wake up. Wake up! Divine, wake up! Epic. Thank you so very much again for gifts. Thank you. Kitty! Girl! How's Christopher walking? I like to put googly eyes on my ferns, on my cactuses. You can't trust a cactus. But if you put googly eyes on it, you can keep your eyes on what it's looking at. I love you so much, girl, but I can't. Here. I have to push her off. I love you, girl, but I can't. She was happy. She's in that mood. She's like, I want you to try and push me away. Oh, thank you, Jen. I almost missed that. Kitty. My cat's in that mood where she's like, I'm going to sit here and you're going to try and push me aside. And the second you do, your hand's getting attacked. It's a setup. She's adorable, eh? Her name's Mekel. Basically Hebrew for who is God. Just keep a reminder so we don't forget. Who isn't God? Free Palestine. Anyway, Cassandra. Did you hear Kennedy talking to Carlson Tucker yesterday? It's so beautiful. He's like, nature, when we destroy nature, we destroy our ability to communicate with God, and nature, like every fish, every leaf is a letter from God. And he's just this really cool speech about how life is interconnected. Your other cat's here. Whoa, hey Red. That's incredible. She literally came walking to me fast. She avoids her sister. And she came to say hi to you guys. Hey Riddles. And her sister's on the test going, oh, I'm gonna attack her. Are you ready? Oh, no. So her sister drops down to it and that gives her like a, and she's like, why are you being that way? Anyway, what time is it there? It is 8:22 in the morning. That Nirvana, my dragon, has. I read that in two ways, Sierra. I read that as in you can confirm. Absolutely never leaves you. And right now, crystal, as light crystal blue as you can imagine without being transparent. I know upstairs, about 2.5 floors above your head. If you were in flats, literally just looping around. Anti-clockwise. Always. You always connect with that being, Sierra. It's your source of magic and happiness. It'll literally inspire you with new paradigms and creative outlets, and it's just, Sierra, do it. Get in the habit. Get in the habit every night before you fall asleep to say, I want to hang out with my dragon. I want to remember my dreams. And then write kids' books about your dragon adventures. And then Sierra, have you started putting all of your meditation music onto Spotify yet? Seriously consider doing that. You've got a whole bunch of things you can and should do, and Dragon. The dragon will sort you out. Timing, all my best is a bad impersonation of your dragon sequencing, basically. The best of Garth is my own dragon's sequencing. The 14D energy is the best. It's the best. All good things come from it. Okay, all right, did I say 8:24? Crystal? Wait, is that a crystal? Oh, that was Heather, hold on. No. The source of creation is everywhere, within you and outside of you. Above, so below, in, so without. I need to augment that now because we're in a golden age. I keep saying, guys, don't fall for it. Your world is a mirror. That whole thing, it's now actually the other way around as well. Our world has hit critical mass. So previously, you would get karmically constipated living back to front to back, whatever. Now it actually doesn't matter. You guys have done the work. We've all done the work. We're all there. It's clear sailings is all I can say. Clear skies, clear sailings. It feels dumb. Like you teach something just to not need the teaching. You become like immune to what you taught. It's funny, eh? Just like enlightenment or fame. Once you get it, you realize you're alone. So it's like there's no one to go, hey, well done, you did it. Or there will be, but those are aspects of self that have acknowledged other, therefore you're getting acknowledged. Not JD Vance, man. Get rid of Vance. So they've got this team now of like Kennedy, Gabbard, Elon, Trump, but then fucking Vance is in the group. He's like fucking nothing. Does weird things to couches. Oh, yes. Did you see a recent one called Throat? No. Share it to Adept if you don't mind. Got such nice, like again, light blue energy from that one. You're giving off great, like light crystal blue energy. It's basically like the last subtle healings, the harsh words, basically the ones that we've said and ones that we've heard. We become immune to them if we realize it's all just a self-alignment. Words are spells. Spells are designed to align. So once we get over the self-induced damage, once we've healed our own trauma, then light blue is the final, like a final atoning. That's good. I'm atoning for my sins. No, I'm atoning myself back into harmony. Very good, eh? I like how words are spells. Atone for your sins. Oh, do you mean resonate myself back into alignment so I no longer forget that I'm God? No problem. Done. What about speaking in my own language? That's just like tongue. It's accurate. And even if you make up hand signals, you can't make them up. You can't make up a language. It's still going to be harmonics that's going to resonate the universe. You know, it's like, I don't fucking understand what must do. It's like, language is designed to the universe knows what it must do for you. It's like a spell. Are you like, I just told the universe to make us wealthy. The universe is like, what the fuck did you just say to me? I said, oh. He was like, oh, that's what you want me to do. I didn't understand you the first time. You mumbled, but that made sense. I grant all humans with divine wealth. Because Garth asked nicely in a made-up language that I could intuit because we speak from heart to heart. Heart to heart, da-na-na. We all fall down with good intentions. It's all the intent. It's all intent, Heather. It's all intent. Even language and inflection, talking, it's intent that counts. It's intent. So it's you can't, I say you can't make up something because you will actually be pulling it from higher intelligence. Because it's not the double-minded thing. Spaghetti. I feel like spaghetti. And that's it. You're genius. You see how we pull it all apart to put it all back together, to pull it apart to put it back together, and every time we get better at it. And it's wiser and smarter and more refined. And lend itself to others getting it for the first time, potentially. Last of the Mohicans. I love what's his name. He's like, man, I was smoking some thingy with what's his name? Willie Nelson. He's like the first of the Mohicans. Man, that man's so old. The first of the Mohicans. It's exactly like that, taking body gun and cleaning it. Some Russian supermodel. Wow, especially like a Russian female pulling a gun apart the base and putting it back together. In Russia, we all protect the motherland. Did you ever listen to Oh Dragon Man? Dragon, no. No. Where did the other cat go? Okay, she snuck out, but the weather's not good, so I can't open the thing. So the one that attacks the other cat always does it, then the other one leaves, and then she sits around all sad, missing her sister. She's at work. She said goodbye like an hour and a half ago. And then she took Monday off, she wasn't feeling well. Crystal, so much for whom the bell tolls, and the whole bell thing, big time. And then the crack in the Liberty Bell's been popping up on feeds. I've also been thinking about that so much. Do you remember a game, Crystal, where you were like an aeroplane on an NCS and you shoot a bell? And if you shoot the bell, then the bell changes blue or pink, whatever. Oh, do you also hear they're getting the for whom the bell tolls and beauty, basically? Beautiful, Bella. Beauty is mirrored truth. Mirrored truth is beauty. Hence, for whom the bell tolls. Does the truth ring true? Does it ring true for you, basically? It's definitely a theme. And obviously there's Bella that's here. And we spoke about it recently, like 2 months ago. I made it up early. Sup! Your guardian angel! Welcome to the live. Don't break my heart. Please don't go. I love you. Sup, Charmaine? Charmaine DeWitt, no ways. Sup, Ryan? Okay, so nothing's interesting. Nothing's tweet. Nothing's trending. The world's dumb. It's just like, some days are uneventful. They're just the same thing looping with itself. What? Fig goblin. That's funny, fig goblin. I don't know, Jesus, when he cursed the fig tree, he didn't have any figs. I still can't figure out why he did that. Doesn't sound, you know what I mean? It doesn't sound legit at all. I am God, I can do what I want. I could manifest a fig out of nowhere, but I'm going to curse this fig tree instead. Sounds like some bullshit the Romans would make up. You know, like Mary was a prostitute. You go down just like Mother Mary, Holy Mary. Recently asked why I know how. Is it later on the recent live asked? There's 3 ways to read that sentence, and I don't know which one how to read it. So I don't know how to respond. So where are we about to... Heather, it's all energetic allegory. It's not a real fucking story. It's energetic, metaphysical allegory. If people get caught up in the metaphors of the spiritual insights, they're going to make a new story out of the details. It's just simple as you either see that your world is a mirror of you, and hence it's a picture of your relationship with yourself, or you don't. When you don't, you project. You externalize your God. That is the forgetting. That is basically, Heather, the apple represents the torus field. Everything has a torus field. When you identify with the torus field, you externalize your God. You worship a false idol. That's eating the apple. You are Mary and you're Eve and Adam. You're the snake. And that's your mystical nature, basically. And you're the tree. So what we're doing here is we're stilling the mind. We're rising above all phenomena because it's illusion. And the mind creates illusion. The mind can liberate you or entrap you. Once you've mastered the mind, you walk on water. At that point, you create your reality because you're God's face over the surface. So the entire Bible is all happening in one moment. It's now. And once you're walking on the water, don't make new stories. You don't go, oh, if humanity had done this, no. It's all going to ever be an allegory and a light show for yourself, about yourself, with yourself. And then you can ascend back into your true nature when you don't sin anymore, when you no longer externalize your God. God's inside you and what it perceives as a God. And you never forget that again. To sin is to forget that. So you see, you'll accrue lack of alignment through erroneous projection, and you will accrue alignment and ascension through correct perception of divine matrix, divine eternal self, oldest self. I shared the most recent one with you on thank you. 247, but that's the prompt I gave. I'm very curious what that is. I've got a feeling it's yeah. Brilliant. So that's your thing at the moment. That's the same thing I'm talking about, the light blue. Cleansing toxins, electromagnetic radiators, healthier lifestyle, awakens intuition, purifies infections, bacterial. Seriously, Sierra, create an empire. 200 songs, every day produce 10. Spotify, every day you share it on all social media. One day it catches a light like fire and it becomes the go-to place for people to get their stuff. You make a fortune overnight. And worst case scenario, you put a whole bunch of cool stuff out there that makes the world a better place. Karen, such a download, as you said all that. It's so ridiculously true. Now, Karen, think Rupert the bear. Okay, just think Rupert the bear. Now, if the Rupert there was a badger. Think of the difference between an American badger, African badger, British badger. And that the three should, it's subconscious, unconscious thingy. There's a connection there, basically, to do with Rupert and the characters in Rupert the bear. And especially the badgers, the three types of badgers. It's exactly that. You get punished for it. Back in the day, in other lifetimes, you played the role of somebody whose job it was to figure out who has figured out what stuff that I teach, what I'm talking about. You get murdered for this back in the day. And there'd be people whose job it was to find out who wasn't indoctrinating. Sorry, just blocking that person. You go down, just like what was I saying now? Balancing. Dang it. Total thought thingy. Karen, total thought, total timeline. Like someone threw me 50 lifetimes to the timelines to the side. I'm like, well, where am I? What was I saying? Just after blocking that person and them to do with Rupert and self and love. Oh, and then you would play both sides of the thing, Karen, and you would instinctively not like yourself. And the thing about it, how thin you'd get, so you wouldn't like yourself, You would do what everyone around you wanted you to do and wanted of them, but they wouldn't be able to know what anyone wanted of them and what to do because everyone was trying to be what everyone else wanted and everyone was thinly stretched. And there was a ministry that overtoned that. And then in another lifetime, you're on the other end of that. So that within yourself, you can get born and nobody's governing you, but you govern yourself. You don't love yourself because if I look inwards, I'm going to want to be authentic. And then I'm going to get back. I'm going to get kickback. I'm going to get punished. And that can go anything from I just get picked on and smacked around my whole life. I'm the one who does it to someone for no reason that they don't understand because I'm the overseer. And I was born into a situation where I'm privileged and elite and told I am because in another lifetime I'm the one being abused. And so then a lot of humans instinctively don't go there. Don't go self-love. Don't go look in. Every time they do, their memory of that. So you work that out basically. Karen, that indicates as well that the place is shaking that off. We're getting our gumption back. Because it's a mantra right now to say, I am God and so are you. It used to be a crucifiable offense, then just a stonable offense, and it was still pretty frowned upon even 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. Some people might even try and frown upon me right now. I don't know. So I made a list of sins, Jesus. So working through and cleaning up my purification. Sin, I made a list of sins. So I can keep getting more free to be my true self. That's the truth. Hey, you're funny. You just said what I... That's what, that's what I'm doing. That's what you just spoke through my singularity and my singularity. So yes, we are figuring out the ways in which we have forgotten that we are God, so that we can get better at remembering we're God, so we can get more freedom. Yes. The word sin. I'm like, get that word away from me. There are no sins. Oh, actually, there are. You see, there's the sin applied, and then what generates the sin. The sin applied, I don't like. I don't like the effect. I like the cause. I like to study the cause, root of things. So I don't like to call it sin. I like to call it forgetting I'm God. And then all things shall be added unto me. As opposed to, the word sin feels like a condemnation about your erroneous lack of God. Stop. See, I don't like that. I feel like I'm just left with an insult, with a statement, and therefore it's a spell. If I say sin, I'm spelling you're a sinner. I'm sinning you, as opposed to if I say I'm God. I had forgotten that I was God. See, now I'm not casting another spell to reinforce the sin, which is what your words do. They spells, they reinforce shit. So word it differently. But you don't necessarily mean what I mean by the words I use. So now I gotta take a deep breath and perceive others as they mean, not as I need them to mean. Which is why you want to balance your karma so you can actually get psychic awareness of all things. The more you selfless, the more you dissipate the illusionary self. Your meat puppet is your personality is an illusionary self. The more you can dissipate it, the more you can perceive others as they truly aren't. You'd help them with their erasing of their erroneous self. And their true self is there and then defined. It has no backstory or forward story, the true self. It's immaculately self-defined. There's no reason for it. That gives way to bliss. Happiness that can't be taken away or given or taken. Yeah, dying to the flesh. Yeah. See, now you can say it that way, and I'm like, but what you mean is dying to the illusionary idea of the self. It's the same, as long as you mean the same thing by that, then yes, I agree. So now next time a Christian says to me, God, just accept Jesus into your heart, I'm going to say, oh, do you mean accept that I am God? No. Oh, well then you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If they go, yes, then I go, cool, I do accept Jesus into my heart. God bless you. Keep doing the good work. But if the person goes, no, I don't mean that. I mean, blank your brain and just Will the world have its way with you? No, then fuck off, get back. Christian, get back. It hurts you. No, your understanding of sin hurt me. Because I could see how much it made you suffer. And as long as you love you, that's all that matters. No. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Dun, 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 Yeah, you could say that. So we're getting semantical now, actually. I'm getting semantical. I'm like, we're not really learning, just remembering. It's communion. What's up, Angie? So you see, there's a lot of clearing to do. That is so cute. She's playing with the string. She's so cute. Just clarifying one's own emotional energy bodies and separating them so you can actually resonate with another person, so you can feel what they're actually saying. Because words are innate. We've all learned words in a different sequence. They mean different things to us, and we use them for different reasons. And we're all learning to understand ourselves better. There's always going to be a deepening and a refining. But past the fourth initiation, you do it alone. So flippin' cute. She's like, the way she's chewing on it is so adorable. And the sun's come out. See, it's like semantics, remembrance, learning. And nobody will ever be as sensitive or care about you as much as you will. Everyone will be on their own mission. Basically, everyone's on their own mission. The love you're looking for has to come from you. The love you're looking for has to come from you, because your world isn't real and you're God and you're alone. You generate your experiences alone and only. There are no others. Do you have a near-death experience? It's hectic. A lot of people, the religions are a good spell, but they can also be the other side of them. They can be transmuted and become mystical, and they can also liberate and enlighten. Anything. I was thinking about it yesterday. Anything. It's like a dam. It can block, and it can be a bridge. Like symbols. A symbol can block, and it can reveal. Everything's innate and impersonal. We make it what it is. That's a huge aspect of actual free will. What you hold true, you put it in place. Between stimulus and response, free will. Interesting. So you're asked to look at it in the Akashic, because there's a recording of everything. So you can look in the Akashic and then asked to do it in your dream time. Make the intent. What does it mean? Depends the reason. Because it's a part of yourself, Crystal, that you're trying to iron out. So that person, what's your karmic relationship with them? What part of yourself forgot that it was God that projected them in the first place? Just skip right to the final answer. That part of yourself is being brought up to yourself so that you can understand something, a dynamic in yourself that would have been lost. You're just putting it back in place. Because there's a whole bunch of other reasons that I could say, but those reasons are the shadows of what I just said. That's them. The person you're thinking about, higher self, coming through and saying, no, I actually want to unfinished business, a long-winded version of what I just said. Unfinished business. Fuck off, man. And you got business with yourself. listen, I want you to go here, 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 do this, talk to this person, put this here, bury this there, and then you complete your... It's like, okay, you want me to do that because you want these 5 things to be realized. How about I just say the 5 things and don't go on that stupid journey? I'm a lazy god, eh? Tell me how it works so I don't have to go through the process. All one has to do is understand, and one is liberated. The things that we don't understand, we're prisoners of. That which you understand, you transcend. All there is to understand is the self. Know the self and all things will be known. I'm going to log off now. You guys are the best. I'm log off now and I'll be back. I'm gonna do my later afternoon live again. Go for a walk. Oh, rad. Good weather for the first time in ever. It's going to be so nice out there. I dream of an entire city purging. No, crazy. Were there carrots in? Did you get to go look at all? Can we do that? Can we do that in a Guardian? Can we do that in like 10 minutes kind of thing? Oh, I've got you scheduled for then, if you want. If you're available and you're keen. If you're not, it's fine. We do it later, anything. I basically pushed all my stuff around Guardian Angel so I can accommodate. Was there carrots in there? Karen, can you remember from the puking were there? I bet there were definitely carrots. So 3 hours, 10 minutes from now, but I'll be going for 4 hours. That's what I'm curious about. I'm expecting my call for the hearing between. And what time is it now, Sierra? I'm very curious about that. So I'm going to be up around 6. It's counted. Go to sleep, Sierra. Sleep well. Guardian Angel, what time is it in your side of the world? Aren't we an hour apart? Heather, you too. You too, and well done, eh? Well done. All you alone. Did it all yourself. Saved the planet from itself. Even invented Garth as a side character. All you. It's all on you. The best and the worst, all your fault. Thank you and fuck off. Just get together. It's like, thank you, God. I love you. And why did you make my legs not as long as I like them to be? Imagine we did that. We went to church to go and thank and blame God. That'd be so funny. Humans weren't always trying to get on God's good side. We were real. So we like... Dear Jesus, I want to first of all, why did you make this cuck? Anyway, thank you for making that nice yesterday. But you know, I don't like the way my politicians talk to me. But for the most part, you can be happy. God. Love you, Heather. Have a good one. I'm also logging off now. Why am I saying that? Like, I'm not leaving. Brilliant. You know, wake up to that. Clever Sierra. Oh, did you? Okay, right. That's so funny. I wonder if that was your energy back. Because that was spontaneous. Like I was saying fuck you before I realized what I was saying. I do the auto-talking thing. So God, okay, for the record, tell her to say fuck you. Fuck me, fuck you. And then God's like, and I was experiencing your hallucinations and my experience as the total creation. No, I didn't realize I was that hurt. You know, I've agreed to absorb half of humanity's karma. It's probably you on shrooms that got God to do this golden age. God's like, yeah, pretty much. I was going to let you guys figure it out for yourselves, but then Heather was hallucinating on shrooms and screaming on the lake, and I was like, you know, I can feel her pain. I feel I'm half responsible. I feel I left humanity in a state of forgetting without any real answers. I left behind like shitty religions. Oh, fuck. Good point, Heather. Okay. I'll incarnate as Garth in 1978 in Rhodesia. Hi, Heather, I'm here. Sorry about the troop. Taking responsibility for my creation. I will absorb half a human's karma and wake them up. It's cool being timeless, eh? I can just hold true anything and then it'll be true because I'm timeless. One of my past timeless selves will make it so. They call us dumpster divers. And I had to think now about what's his name, Rupert Raccoon, the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck looks like a dumpster. You know how many Cybertrucks are vandalized by raccoons? It's a dumpster. They've got like scratch marks on the Cybertruck. I'm going to conclude with this, with the Rupert the Cybertruck. Rupert the bear. That's the bear. I can't help it. When you say Rupert the bear, I always think of the badger. He's like a British badger. It's like he has tea and mouths and circumference. And then like African badger's like, oh, fuck it up. Oh, fuck everything up. Oh, a lion. Runs after a fucking lion. There's that video of it's a rattle, our local badger, like a full-on puff adder, which is like a puff adder is connected to the same species or same family as a rattlesnake. Full-on giant thing will fucking bite the badger, full-on bite it, because the fangs come out like this and they basically stab. I think the badger will bite the back of the snake's neck, kill it, and then like pass out, go to sleep for 2 hours, get a giant fucking thing, tennis ball size thing on it. 2 hours later, it goes down, wakes up all groggy, eats the snake, and then fucks off. It's like an insane animal. Badgers are amazing. But anyway, comparing them. Anyway, cool, I'm going to go now. My first trip was weird. I'm not my body. The energies. I told God either he was coming back here or going to start making a lot of trouble. I guess, yeah, cool, I'm back, it's fine. Heather, we're back. And I got lots of us. We're replicating. I'm not the only one. And I got 6 backup clones on the moon. Yeah, God is. We're in a golden age now, Heather. We're in a golden age. God is present in everything and everyone and all the time and every breath, and everything is slowly aligning and calibrating. Rupert, like Stewie. Does he say it? How does he say it? Rupert.
Is the light keeping you up? FYI, I'm more in love with Michelle, if that was even possible. Oh, I still have that headache. But if you want to go over to Chris's room...
Stewie and the bag. Cool, I'm gonna log off. I'll see you guys later. Arrivederci. It's great, eh? It's great, eh? Crystal, Over the Garden Wall. So good. Got goosebumps. So good. Enjoy. Cool. Speak to you guys all later. Have a super one. Bye. Bye, Karen.